everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Eagles are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Falcons offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 28.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Crowell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is knocked down from the side. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback is Hilduck under center. Being chased out left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A minute 2:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Duke Riley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! 58!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 18 yards there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Crowell. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll escape to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz to Mixon on the check down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 1st carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Wentz now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Second and goal from the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A critical error there. And tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
The Falcons on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. Unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, here's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.